16-year-old Jairo de la Cruz has never known a life of luxury. His world is made of narrow streets, colorful sari-sari stores, motorbike engines, and the smell of the ocean drifting through the busy market of their seaside barangay in Cebu. Every morning before sunrise, he helps his mother set up their small grill stand, stacking charcoal, cleaning fish, arranging banana leaves, while humming melodies he's never formally learned. Music is simply something that lives inside him. Most people in the neighborhood know Jairo for two things: his quiet nature and his astonishing voice. Kids tease him for being shy, but adults stop whatever they're doing whenever he sings. He never sings loudly, just enough for the breeze to carry his voice down the street. Still, neighbors often whisper, "Kung si Elvis pa buhi, ma proud gyud siya ani bata." If Elvis were still alive, he'd be proud of this kid. One warm fiesta evening, the barangay hosts a small talent showcase. Jairo didn't plan to join, but when the host announces an open mic portion, his friends push him forward. A borrowed old guitar is placed in his hands. The strings are rough, the tuning imperfect, but Jairo takes a deep breath and strums the opening notes of "Can't Help Falling in Love." The chatter instantly fades. People turn, some stand. The soft glow of lanterns flickers as Jairo sings with a depth far beyond his age, warm, soulful, almost haunting. Among the crowd is a foreign tourist who freezes, phone in hand, recording every second. When the final note drifts into the humid Cebu night, the crowd erupts, cheering his name. The next morning, Jairo wakes to dozens of messages. The tourist's video has gone viral, millions of views overnight. And in his inbox, one email stands out. 2 weeks after receiving the life-changing email, Jairo and his mother step out of LAX, overwhelmed by the rush of a world far bigger than anything they've ever seen. Los Angeles feels like another universe, bright signs everywhere, towering buildings of glass, unfamiliar voices speaking rapid English. Cars zoom by like they're in a race, and even the air smells different. Jairo clutches the guitar case that holds the same old, slightly crooked guitar he used in Cebu. It's scratched and worn, but it's the only instrument he's ever had, and the one he trusts the most. His mother holds their single small luggage bag, her eyes wide with a mix of fear and pride. Inside the AGT venue the next morning, chaos fills the backstage area. Contestants rehearse loudly, dancers stretch, magicians practice tricks that explode with smoke. Everyone looks confident, almost intimidating. Jairo feels like a tiny fish thrown into the biggest ocean imaginable. A staff member hands him a contestant badge. "Don't lose this, sweetheart," his mom says, gently pinning it to his shirt like a medal. But as the hours pass, a heavy doubt settles inside him. His hands shake, his heartbeat feels louder than any music. He hears singers warming up, big voices, powerful belts, and his fear grows. What if I don't belong here? What if they laugh at my accent? What if they think I'm nothing special? He sits on a plastic chair, staring at the floor. His mother kneels beside him. "Anak," she whispers, "you are not here by accident. They invited you. Remember Cebu. Remember how people listen to you. You don't have to be better than anyone, just sing from your heart." Jairo nods slowly, breathing in deeply. In just minutes, he will walk onto a stage watched by millions. A crew member wearing a headset waves at Jairo. "You're up next. Follow me." Those words hit him like a shockwave. Jairo stands, gripping his guitar so tightly his knuckles turn white. His mother squeezes his arm before he disappears behind the dark curtains. The hallway to the stage feels impossibly long, lit only by strips of glowing LED lights along the floor. Every step echoes in his ears. His heart pounds so loudly he wonders if the microphones will pick it up. From the other side of the curtain, he hears the roar of the crowd as the previous act ends. The cheers fade, replaced by the host's booming voice announcing the next contestant. It's his name, being heard on one of the biggest stages in the world. A producer crouches to tie the cable connected to his guitar. "Nervous?" she asks kindly. Jairo nods stiffly. "That's good," she smiles. "It means you care." Then the curtain parts. The blinding lights hit him first, white, powerful, almost overwhelming. The AGT stage stretches before him like a dream. Thousands of faces rise from the audience stands. The judges' table glows under spotlights. Heidi, Howie, Sophia, and at the center, Simon Cowell, watching him with quiet curiosity. Jairo steps onto the X marked on the floor. His legs tremble. Simon leans forward. "Hello. What's your name?" "J. Jairo, from Cebu, Philippines, he manages to say. And what will you be doing for us today? Simon asks, his tone half skeptical, half intrigued. Jairo swallows hard. I'll be singing a song by Elvis Presley. A ripple moves through the audience. Some raise their eyebrows. Elvis is no easy choice. Simon folds his arms. Whenever you're ready. Jairo lifts his guitar. One breath in, one breath out. This is his moment. The theater is so quiet, Jairo can hear the tiny click of his guitar pick as he positions it between his fingers. He takes one last shaky breath and strums the opening chords, soft, warm, familiar. The sound vibrates across the stage like a memory from Cebu awakening in this massive American arena. Then he begins to sing. The first note is gentle, almost cautious, but filled with a soulful richness that immediately cuts through the silence. A few audience members sit up straighter. Heidi's lips part in surprise. Sophia's eyebrows rise. Even Howie, usually playful, leans forward with sudden interest. Jairo closes his eyes, letting the music guide him. His voice deepens as he moves into the verse, smooth, velvety, with that unmistakable Elvis warmth. But it isn't an imitation. It's Elvis through the heart of a Filipino teen who has lived his entire life singing to the ocean wind and neighborhood laughter. By the chorus, everything changes. A wave of emotion surges through his voice, stronger, clearer, more powerful than he's ever dared to sing. The crowd reacts instantly, gasping, then cheering as his confidence blooms right before their eyes. People stand. Camera crews scramble to capture the moment. Backstage staff freeze, staring at the monitors. Simon, who hasn't moved since the first note, slowly brings his hand to his mouth, eyes narrowing in disbelief. He shifts forward in his chair, studying every detail, as if he can't quite believe what he's hearing. Jairo opens his eyes and sees the entire room glowing under the stage lights, lifted by his voice. He pours every memory of Cebu, every struggle, every dream into the final line. When the last note fades, a heartbeat of silence fills the room. Then the theater explodes. The audience leaps to its feet. Judges stand. Cheers thunder through the hall. Jairo lowers his guitar, breath trembling. He has just changed his life in a single song. Hard, his guitar trembling in his hands as the entire auditorium erupts around him. The applause is deafening, cheers, whistles, people shouting his name as though he's already a superstar. He tries to smile, but the shock grips him too tightly. His knees feel weak. Sophia is the first to speak, her voice filled with emotion. Jairo, that was magic. Pure magic. The audience cheers again. Howie nods enthusiastically. You didn't just sing an Elvis song, you brought something new to it. You made it yours. Heidi places a hand on her chest. I got chills from the very first note. Your voice, it's timeless. But everyone is waiting for one person. Simon Cowell. The room falls quiet as Simon rises slowly from his seat. He studies Jairo for a long moment, his expression unreadable, the way he looks at contestants when something has shifted, when something extraordinary has just happened. Finally, he speaks. Jairo, I've judged thousands of singers, many who have attempted Elvis. But what you did wasn't imitation. It was heart, it was soul, and Elvis would have been proud of you. Jairo's breath catches. His mother, watching from backstage, brings her hands to her mouth, tears spilling over. Then Simon steps forward, and for that, his hand reaches out toward the golden buzzer. You deserve this. He slams it. The stage explodes in a shower of golden confetti. The crowd erupts louder than ever, screaming, clapping, celebrating this teen from Cebu who just stunned an entire nation. Jairo drops to his knees, overwhelmed. His mother rushes onto the stage, embracing him as confetti rains down like a miracle. Cameras capture every moment, this glowing, unforgettable rise of a humble Filipino boy whose voice crossed oceans. Jairo has just become an AGT legend.